Yeah, so now we'll be looking at the revisiting the record type, understand it better in detail. So as you know, each object can have multiple record types. Record types are used to identify different types of records, and each record type can be assigned to a particular profile. So user with the right profile can have the right record types. So a profile can be associated with multiple record types. Record type can be used to show particular layout or a list of values. And as we all know, we are going to have the detailed session on profile. You have that controls, apps, layout. We'll also look at how uh, it maps to layouts here. So let's get more. Let's see that we have already created record types in accounts, right? So to understand this better, let us do one thing. Let us go to our custom object, the student master. So I'm going to navigate to student master. Right now, student master has got no record types. So let's work here. So let's go to the object. We can go directly here to the object, view object. And in my student master object, I'm going to create some record types. So I'm going to create two record types. Remember, when you create record types, you'll always have an existing record type, which is master, which is the default for all. So let that be and say postgraduate record type. And as you know, we have to enable the record type for the profile. So we are going to enable it for system admin as well as the other my demo online profile. And right now we have only one layout. So we are going to apply the same layout. If you go to the page layouts part, let me just complete this and show you what I mean. And I'm going to create the second record type, which is undergraduate. Okay. And of course, we should mark all of this as active. And again, I'm going to enable it for system and this my online demo profile, which belongs to Bob Smith. So I have created the second layout type. I'm applying the same layout now. So we have created two record types. Okay. And so let's go back to the object. First thing that we need to do here is we need to first activate both the record types. So yeah, both are active. Now what happens here is, now let's look at the layouts that we have. So right now we have only one layout, see. So what we can do is, let's edit, we'll have to create a new page layout. So right now what happens is if I go to student master, create new, I'm getting the choice whether I want a postgraduate or an undergraduate. Earlier it was not there, right? So if I select postgraduate, it takes me to the UI. Now if I select again new, and if I select undergraduate, it takes me to the same screen. So let's see how this record type works. Okay, so first of all, I want to create an additional field and show it only in the postgraduate screen, which will not appear in the undergraduate. So let's go about doing that. So first of all, I'm going to create a new field, which will be of type pick list, or we can just create a simple text field. And we'll create a new field, custom field in student master, and call it a checkbox. And we're going to click next and say graduation done, graduation. And it's initially going to be unchecked. So I created a new field and it's not of, and I'm going to introduce this field. It's going to be available for all my profiles. Now I'm going to add it to the standard layout for now. So it's available in all the layouts. So if I go to my student master record, refresh this, it's going to show me my graduation done or no. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is, whenever I come into the postgraduate, I want to show on this field. Okay. Otherwise, I don't want to show this field. In the undergraduate screen, I don't want to show the screen. So let's see how to do that. So I create a new field. So let me go to the layouts. Now I want to create two layouts. Or we can do one thing. I'm going to create one more layout here. So this is the default layout. So we have to go back to the object definition. So let me go back there, objects, student master. And here we're creating the new, we have created two record types. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let the existing layout, okay, map to the undergraduate, and I'm going to create a new layout for the postgraduate. So always when you create a new page layout, you have to clone it from one. Okay, so you select one and select postgraduate. Yeah. So it's going to take all the fields from that and create the layout. So now quickly you have created a new layout. Got it? So now I'm going to show this field only in the this layout. So I'm going to save this. So now I have two layouts. One is the standard layout and one is the postgraduate layout. Now let me edit the standard layout to remove that field. So if you remember, I came back to the layout. I'm going to click this minus, remove this field. So let's go back to the field panel, and now it's not there. So when I go here, let's see what's happening in runtime. Now when we go to student master, okay, and create a new record and select undergraduate, I'm still seeing that field. I don't want to see that field. So let me edit that layout. Okay, I moved the wrong field. I'm sorry. I'm going to remove the graduate done. And I'm going to save this. So now it should work. Correct. So now the graduation done is now gone for the pre undergraduate. But now let's see what happens if I go to the postgraduate. So the postgraduate also, the graduation done is gone. That is because when I go and see what layout is there being shown, right now the same layout is being shown. The student master layout is being shown for both the record types. This is what I want you to understand. So now we are going to map different record type, different. When you select a record type, it will go to a different layout. So let's see how to do that. So for that, we go back to the objects. Let's quickly go to that master, student master 2, and we go to the page layout, and we'll do the page layout assignment here. So if you go to the click on the page layout assignment, you will come to the edit page layout. So here it shows you the record types. Right now you can ignore the master. So for the postgraduate, how do we, and the undergraduate, all layouts are same. To change that for this profile, you scroll down. When you select that particular record type, he is getting this layout. So let's click on edit assignment, and page layout to use will be, now it shows me like select the record type that you want to change the screen for. So I selected the postgraduate, and now I'm going to mark it to the postgraduate layout. So now look at this. Whenever any user selects this record type, he will now go to this layout. Now save that, and in the postgraduate layout, the graduation completed screen is available. So now if I go to the student master, create a new record, go to the postgraduate, now it's going to show me the graduation. Got it? So now if I come back here, click new, if I go to the undergraduate, it shows me the other layout. So this is how I am directing layouts using the page layout assignments. So how to do this is you go back to the object, and when you create the page layout, you have to click on the page layout assignment, and here is where you assign for which record type, which profile, what layout you are going to show. Go to click the edit assignment, select the record type that you want to change and assign it. You can also do it for specific profiles, only for one particular profile if you want to change the layout. So this is an amazing thing that record types help you. Not only do they allow you to differentiate record, but they can also choose which layout to show to the user. So you can have 5-6 different types of record types and have different sections, different fields, but the underlying controller is the same object, but the UI can be configured. Another thing that record type controls is pick list values. So we are going to select USA, India, and say UAE. Let's see how how record types control pick list value. So we got to go back to the object, and in this country pick list, or yeah, we're going to add a new value called as Antarctica. Just for example. Okay, so now you're going to say to add a new value. So it asks you like for which pick list you want to show. So we are going to show this only if the person is an undergraduate. So you can select the record type. So let's see, let's save this. So let's see how it works. So this basically, is very important because in sales and service cloud, you have pick list values, which is nothing but your sales and service process. Like for example, opportunity path. So you will have statuses as the opportunity progresses. So you can decide for what kind of record type, what kind of pick list you want to select. So let's come back here. So we map the record type to the pick list. So now let us see how it works. Let's go to student master. We have seen to it that only if the undergraduate is selected, then only you will be able to see the Antarctica pick list. So let me select undergraduate record, come over here. Now it is showing me the 3 records in the pick list. Now if I come back here and select the other one, postgraduate record type, it won't show the third pick list. So pick list control, record types control, you can map it to, route it to different layouts, show different screens, and also you can control pick list. Another place where you can also use this is in the validation rule. Like suppose we have a validation rule here. Let's edit it, and in the insert field, if we get the record type, yeah, you can also give it, like, you can also add this condition, record type dot developer name is equal to, so it will be applicable only to those record types. So you can add this condition, say equal to undergraduate or something. Right now we are not doing it, but that is another thing that you can ensure. Okay, so these are the various ways in which a record type influences your application. Please practice all of this and create new record types for account, and create set of 5 different fields for retail accounts and wholesale accounts, and show it in different sections for the different record types.